evening, everybody. How are you all out there in YouTube land? Got my wife here asking me to cook a speciality called popcorn chicken. She has a recipe that she believes is just as good as KFC's. So we're going to give it a try and we're going to see. So what we've got here, we've got the chicken that's already been cut up into lovely little pieces, the popcorn pieces. We've got this Superior Light soy sauce. I don't know how superior it is, but it's soy sauce.
Black soy sauce.
It's a black soy sauce. What do we have here? We've got garlic powder. We've got an egg, and then we've got this chicken salt. Now this chicken salt we bought from the markets close by. It's quite nice. We've got pepper, which has been ground pepper. Black pepper. We've got chili, which is very nice. I love chilies. We've got breadcrumbs, and we've got flour, and we've got bacon. We've got breadcrumbs here, especially that my wife personally made herself. She got the bread, she crushed it, and she made it. It's very, very good thinking there, my love. We've got this chili powder here. It's very nice chili powder, probably from India, where the best chilies come from. And we've got flour here, and we've got a little bit of baking soda that we're going to use. So what I'm going to do, I recommend everybody to wash their hands thoroughly before they cook, which is what I've done previously. So we're going to make a start. So what we're going to do, if Sarah could just slightly just move herself just that little bit further back, what we're going to do is going to open up this bottle, and we're going to put a teaspoon of this in here. Oh, a teaspoon. It's a very good teaspoon. I'm going to massage that just a little bit with the chicken. Put that in. It's very, very nice. Then we're going to put in the garlic powder, so what we're going to do is I'm going to measure here just a small amount, just a little bit like so, yes, like that. Put that garlic powder in. Then the next thing I'm going to put in, the next step is to put a little bit of black pepper. So just put a little bit of black pepper, ground pepper. So probably looking around about that much. And then the next step is to put in 1 teaspoon of this chicken salt, which is very, very nice. I think Colonel Sanders probably used this chicken salt before. So what we're going to do, we're going to put that through, and the next thing we're going to add is we're going to add this chili powder, 1 teaspoon. It's very, very nice chili powder. It's very, very good. You know, some things, you know, like my wife is very particular about cooking. There's a saying in my culture and the religion that I come from. It's a saying called Inshallah. Inshallah, we hope that this will work. Inshallah, it will work out. I'm hoping. So I'm going to put this egg in, like so.
Inshallah, it will be delicious.
Inshallah, it will be delicious. It's nice. It's halal meal, which is good. You got it from the halal shop, which is very, very good that you did that, Sarah. I prefer halal meat. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix this through there very, very thoroughly. We've added everything into the mix. It's very, very nice. The next step we're going to do is we're going to put it
aside for
half an hour. We're going to put it aside and we're going to let it rest and mix in. And then we're going to add it we're going to add it through to the flour and through the breadcrumbs.
okay.
So we're back into YouTube land. So what we're doing is we're gonna put the mix together, the batter. Basically, we're gonna put this. We're gonna mix this like so. We're gonna put this in. We're gonna mix 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Now you don't want to add too much because otherwise it ends up being quite bitter, which is not quite a nice taste to it. I'm gonna add that. Then we're gonna add the breadcrumbs in as well into the mix, like so. Add the breadcrumbs. We're gonna add roughly a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of this black pepper, this ground pepper, which is something that's very, very much needed in the mix. So we're adding that together. So we're going to add a little bit more, like so. And then we're going to add a little bit more. Yep, going to add that. And then we're going to add a little bit of this guy, which is the garlic powder, into here. We're going to add about half a teaspoon or so, roughly about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, like so, like that. And then we're going to be adding a little bit of garlic salt. Now the garlic salt has a very, very nice flavor when it's added. It's a little bit better than the salt, I find. It's very, very nice. So it's a very, very nice mix. So put this through, roughly like so. Gonna add that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this quite thoroughly, like so. Put this through. So even you can use your hands, but typically you want to mix it in quite well into the mix.
Show it to the camera.
So I'm going to put it like here. Put this into the mix, like so, mixing everything very thoroughly into there. And then the next step, what we'll do is we will mix the chicken popcorn into this. But we will. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of chicken, and then we're going to mix it in with the flour, like so. So mix this in nice and carefully. So basically what we're trying to do is have no wet spots, so it completely covers the batter very nicely like that. So what I'll do is I'm going to take a few pieces more, and I'm going to massage them in just like so. Just like one at a time. I was going a bit slow, but we'll do it just a little bit by little bit like this. So what we're aiming for is to have a consistency in the meal itself, for example. So we've got it like this, so it's nice and fluffy. Yep. Take each of these pieces out, like so. Last piece of this beautiful chicken that we're going to enjoy in the middle of this corona crisis here in Melbourne. So this is the last piece. What we're going to do is we're going to get ready to fry. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these and fry these into a nice, very hot oil until they're done. So that's what we're looking at now. And we're back. What we're going to do is we're going to fry this beautiful chicken.
You can use this tong.
It's alright, I'm going to put it with my hands. It's okay. It's alright, it's okay. No stress, no stress. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a bit of chicken. We're not going to put too much in to begin with, because that way it cools down the oil too much. So what we do is we just put a little bit in at a time, and see what we'll do is we'll separate these just a little bit, and we'll leave these in, and we'll
Then you can add a little bit.
Can add a little bit more, you think? You sure?
Put it one by one. Not a lot. Put it one by one.
Let me put this in, so it's been cooking nice. We'll have to leave these in just for a little bit till they're nice and crispy and they're done. Typically a piece of chicken like this wouldn't take too long to cook. But what we're going to do is we're just going to leave this. I know I'm a tall man, aren't I? Quite tall.
It's hard to take videos of you.
So what we're looking for is we're looking to cook the chicken basically till it's golden brown, to a colour like that. So these pieces that I've just added in aren't quite ready, but these pieces are definitely ready. So we're going to put these through like so, and we're going to let the oil drain. So typically what we're frying this in is canola oil, vegetable oil. It would be very nice being fried in lard, like a beef fat greasing. That would be very nice. But for this stage we've not done that. We've just fried in vegetable oil over animal fat. So McDonald's and KFC and all these restaurants, typically what they've done is they used to fry their chicken and their beef and cook in like a beef fat. So it used to be very tasty. But since they've not done that, the taste of a lot of the meat and a lot of the things that they've cooked just isn't there. It's just not as nice as it used to be. I'm nearly 40 years old, and when I was a child, I remember getting KFC, and it was absolutely delicious. KFC was nicer then than it is now. So we're going to see how well this comes up. So it's looking quite nice. Yes, we've got a nice piece of chicken right here. Nice piece again. Some more pieces. Now, because the heat of the oil is very hot, it doesn't take too long to cook each piece. But what we're looking for is just basically a golden brown, you know. The last of the chicken here, we're going to let the oil drain. Now I've had a little bit of a sneak peek of a little taste test. It's very nice. The chili component is absolutely brilliant. Adding chili with the chicken, it makes it so much nicer. I find having that little bit of a spice, a little bit of a bite with the pepper is absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish taking this last bit of this chicken out, and we're going to basically have dinner. We're going to have our chicken for dinner, and that's it. So I'm going to quickly do a little quick taste test. Very good. It's very nice. I'm going to take this off the heat, and turn it off, and that's it. So we're going to give this a final taste test with some beautiful sweet chili sauce. It's very nice. Now don't forget to subscribe and put the like down there. That would be very, very well appreciated, and share this video as well. Have a good evening.